So that's the Hartington cheese factory in the 1970s. Right, so that's Hartington Dairy, the full complement of staff in around the 1920s.
Okay, so gentleman on the left, Walter Mellor, known as Liz, used to come to the Devonshire Arms in the 50s and 60s, odd job man, go back on the bus at 9:30 at night. The bus went without him one night and suddenly realised when he got to Millbridge, so he had to reverse all the way back so he could pick him up. Mr. George Shirley on the left with his friend creaming off the curds in the 1950s. Phyllis Shipley holding up one of the Stiltons as it was waiting on the shelves being turned.
That's about the 1950s again?
I would have said.
J.M. Nuttall, the original owner of the cheese-making factory in Hartington. Moat Hall farm worker Abraham Wood. Don't know what the date of that is, I guess around the 20s. Mr. and Mrs. Mellor, Moat Hall Farm, Hartington, 1926. Barracks Farm, Beresford Dale, looks like the 30s. Peter Birch's tractor, had a little accident. A sheep shearer from down under, showing off his skills to the whole of Hartington village by the look of it. Gilbert Critchlow, Leopold Bassett, Ralph Bassett, Arthur G, Les Mawson, Bill Grindon, 1967. This is opposite Nettle Tor. The Hartington Great Annual Sale, 1926. Friday, October the 1st. Stooks as far as the eye can see. Top left, Hyde Lane, January 1979. Hyde Lane, February the 23rd, 1979. Lower left, Peter's Barn, Hyde Lane. Lower right, Hyde Lane, Madgedale's Hill, February the 23rd, 1979. Moat Hall Farm, Hartington, Abraham Wood and John Mellor, the boy. Nobody tells us what the dog's called. Hartington crowd scene, I guess, by that lady on the left's wonderful glasses, about the 1950s. Aye. Gosh, who's this chap then? A rough-coated horse, a rough-coated dog. Enjoying a quiet drink, 2004. No, it's the other one. Okay, so what's that thing on the left then? 16 6 for a dress, 1930. Going fishing. The Swan Girls. Left to right, Len Bunting, Tommy Broomhead, Edgar, Ginger Wayne, Bill Shipley, Sam Shipley, Berkia Titterton, Ted Oliver, Bill Oliver, Harry Broomhead, Walter Ellis and Alan Mellor. Target Butts, Beresford Dale. Looks like it might be Mr. J.M. Nuttall, who of the aforementioned shop in Hartington, and the back row, Dickie Bow. Polly Sherratt at Old Mary's. The football group. Tommy Phillips, a peddler. Tommy Phillips was a peddler in the 1940s. He walked from village to village in the Hartington, Worslow area, covering many of the village. He had a basket full of wares to sell, shoelaces, polish, thread, needles, etc. He'd also play you a tune on his mouth organ as he went from door to door, selling his wares. Devonshire Arms, Hartington, 1950 something, or 1950. This is the opening of the Ashbourne-Buxton Railway, 1899. Hartington Station. Hartington Brownies, 1948. There's Anne Adams, Dinah Bunting, Alice Slater, Enid Slater, Hilda Birch, Violet Nadin, Pat Riley, Dorothy Bassett and Ellen Bassett. Hartington School, 1985. Tom Gibbs, Boshy, his nickname. These are evacuees, 1939 to 1945. Hartdale Motors. I think we might be able to guess the year. Although having said that, about 1940s. Hartington Beef Fair. Watercressing at Ludwell, Sunday, April 1962. Ted Hall, the butcher, early 1970. The wedding of Sarah Ellen Sutton and Edward Broomhead. The bridesmaids, on the left, Nora Woolley, on the right, Harriet. The best man was Jack Broomhead. Another picture of the happy couple. This is Sarah Ellen and Ted, and they were married on June the 4th, 1930. The Queen is Dot Riley with Jean Broomhead and Pat Riley, I think it looks like. Carnival Queen, 1953. There's Dorothy Jones and Janet Roworth, the retiring Queen. Susan Bunting and Brian Broomhead. This is Hartington volunteers somewhere around 1890 to 94 in the marketplace. The Volunteers drill sergeant is now buried in Hartington churchyard. William Oliver. Hartington hockey team, taken in the hockey field at the back of Nettle Tor. No date on it. Hartington curtain call players. The Beresford players at Hartington. The Beresford players again in 1953. There's Mr. Neal, the schoolmaster, Sally Flower, John Oliver, Pat Roworth, Alf Elette, Mary G, Mavis Gifford and Janet Rower.